Apex News, India, Northeast.
Kublai Pibro, Kanigadega Apex News India, Ki Huborban Puli, Piba Cordor Marbo. Gini Pashwa Shikimat Kibakongsan. Khubor ki babunya ka sarkar Meghalaya kadang penlong ya ka jing penyeng CCTV da ka jing ya kren bat ka jing ya silok bat ki dor bar shnong bat ki bor shnong jong ka than khamtam hasilong bat ki we ki benta umentri rangba ka jila ukongrat ki sangma uloong hakasngi palay bakani ka jing ya trailang kalong man penne ya ki jing ya dei patba bat ka jing ya shongsuk
227 of them are being implemented. I think about 70-80% have already done. Myself, I had gone to Mauro the other day and I have installed the CCTV. I mean, I have inaugurated the CCTV in Mauro. And like that, in almost all the locations, it's done. Now we'll start the second phase where we'll take about another 200 of them. We've also decided to put up CCTVs and street lights everywhere in Jowai, Tura, and Shillong. So this is going to be a year-long process where multiple in phase-wise manner, and you should go and see it. It's wonderful. So now CCTVs are there in all concerned areas. Of course, we're not taking everything in one go because everything requires money and manpower and monitoring systems to be put in place. But it's happening at a very fast pace, and many of the localities have received it. And I can assure the others also that we'll be slowly and steadily will be covering the other localities, and definitely Tura and Shillong also are in the pipeline.
How many localities in Shillong, sir?
I don't have the numbers with me right now, but there's a large number. I would think more than. I'm sorry, I don't want to give a wrong number to you, but they're large numbers. Last time I think, but every locality wants in 3-4 locations. So it's not that there'll be one CCTV in one locality. Right, last time they had a list of about 200 plus cameras that were finalized. So now another 200, 300 more will be given.
And how much the government is spending for installation?
I don't have those numbers with me right now. But I mean, whatever the procedure is being followed for that. But the way I look at it is that it's something that has to be done. I don't think we can simply look at the financial part in this. It is mandatory from the security aspect, safety aspect, drugs aspect, and so many other things that are there that require constant monitoring. So it's a great investment, and we are very happy that we are moving in a right manner. And this all is being done obviously with the consultation of the different darbars and in Shillong. And even recently I had a very big meeting in Mauro, and as I said, I inaugurated the CCTV there, and obviously we shared the details to all the local darbars.
Hapo ka jing pahara baman kapor uput usam jong ka Meghalaya Bangladesh omdon jing berngam haba jubab ik jing kli jong ki nong tho khubor halor ka jinglong jingman ka jing shngan hakaput Meghalaya bat Bangladesh hapadeng ka jing bom shongsuk hakasan perthei hakari bamarjan jong kari Bangladesh balaya thu baka jingya dei hapadeng ka Bangladesh ba Pakistan kala khambha umentri rangba ka jila ukongrat ke sangma hakasngi pale uloong baka jing pahara hakikaput badai kamat ka bakong sanbha jong ka sarkar umentri rangba ka jila uloong bakan numlong ka badai ya u ban kren ba uput usam ulong ubasngan ne ubam shngan namar kikam kibaya dei bat kikaput ka sarkar jila badwaro kitanat pahara kidanglong kiba pen krebha
Keeping in mind that the relation of Bangladesh with Pakistan is improving, how secure our borders are?
See, borders are always borders. So obviously, for me to say that it's secure, not secure, it's not my at my level for me to comment on that, because the government of India and others are involved in it. But as a state, I can tell you that all steps are being taken. The government of Meghalaya, the BSF, and all the agencies are very alert. As you recall, even on the 24th, I did not give a press release on that because I thought it was an internal security matter, so I did not have a press release. But all the different agencies, we all sat together on the 24th of December. BSF was there, IB was there, and others were there, and we discussed the security matter at the border. This, as I said, was on 24th of December, Christmas Eve. So I took out time on that day also to have this review meeting because it was very important. And we've been continuously monitoring the borders. So therefore, as of now, we have seen that there is nothing major to be concerned about, but obviously we have to be very, very, very alert, and we have to be prepared in every possible way, and that's what we're doing. Apart from that, if you look at the overall situation of the border fencing, it's about 440 kilometers, as you're aware, and about 30 plus minus, maybe about 40 kilometers is the part that is pending. Then they are in different parts of the state, some in West Jaintia Hills, a bit in South Karo Hills, one or two locations in other districts are there, not much, but majority of them are in these two districts. And we have seen that there are certain issues in each location. Somewhere the population is concerned, they are like saying that the fencing should be, before the village or after the village. Those kind of concerns are there. Somewhere some land acquisition issues are there. Somewhere outright the landowners are not allowing. So those things are being worked out. In some cases there are court cases going on. So in all of these cases we are taking necessary steps. I had a review on this about 4 months back, and in that most of the cases were almost resolved. So I do expect that very soon, because as I said, some of them are even having court cases, especially I think the West Jaintia Hills section, which is the largest, which is left unfenced, which means about 40 kilometers plus minus 30, 40. I stand corrected if there is a mistake there. I don't have the numbers in front, but it's about 30, 40 kilometers plus minus. So I expect that that'll be completed also soon. So Government of India has also been following up on this, and I've been in touch with Delhi to brief them. So we are moving very aggressively on that. I hope that things should be completed soon.
Khodyakren UCM Kongrat Sangma Halor Karukom Penrung Buhai Uong Badai Ban Perkhat Bante Lakam Yakijingwan Buhai Shnong Bian Umendri Rangba Kajilau Kongrat Sangma Hakasngi Thodieng Uloong Bakalong Kabakaloy Yakajingtmu Jongka Sorkar Jala Banwat Banya Yakakindon Kabalong Kum Ka ILP Hapo Ka Anrung Brio Klem Das Ngothu Shua Yakajingdon Bat Karukom Trekam Jongka Haba jubab ikajingkali halor ka jing hanglat ya ka jingwan rung bian sa Meghalaya umintri rangba ka jila ula banjur bakamat bakongsan kadai ka jingwan rung bian om ka jingbu kerteng ya kanu kaan ya karukom trekam kerpang.
For us to jump to any conclusion without actually seeing the content and the entire mechanism of how we would move forward in this. So it's quite strange to see that without even knowing what is going to be put in there, or what you just simply say, oh, we oppose it because the government of Meghalaya is proposing it, and we're opposition, so we'll oppose everything the government says. I think that's not the kind of mindset with which we can work or which we should work with. We should be working towards resolving the problem and playing a constructive role as an opposition. Now, having said that, what is our issue? Our issue is the illegal immigration. Issue is not ILP, issue is not Immigration Act, issue is not MRSSA. I keep repeating, our issue is illegal immigration, and therefore we need laws, we need mechanisms to check it. And I think the focus of political parties and organizations should be towards achieving that. And therefore, we're not saying that what we propose is going to be right. We could be wrong, or we would be missing out something. That's fine, that's fair. But I guess we can only reach that conclusion if we are able to have a dialogue and if we talk to each other. And therefore, we are, what Deputy CM had said that time was something that we are intending to do. We're trying to work towards it. We're trying to move forward and see and explore whether that is a possibility. Because when you try to do one part, then government comes up, Government of India will say, well, this is possible, but this is not. If you try to do something else, and the public says, well, we don't, accept this one. So we're trying to find a balance and a way in which we are able to get Government of India also on board, and we're able to get the public also and the organization, civil society on board, and achieve the final goal of being able to have a system and a mechanism in place to check illegal immigration. And I think that is really what the objective is. So therefore, you may say this, but if I were to ask you the question, which particular clause or which particular part of this proposal are they objecting? There's no answer because there is no written proposal yet. So therefore, even to oppose, one has to understand what are you opposing. So what is the mechanism? So we need to discuss this. So we will be, of course, calling political parties, we'll be calling organizations to discuss this issue. And obviously only after getting a full clarity on everything and explaining to everybody how we plan to go forward with this and getting a sense of consensus from everybody, then only we'll try to move forward. But we've just started exploring. So before even exploring, you're just simply saying no to it. I think it's like really not, how a political party and leadership and how organizations, should to perceive things. We need to discuss dialogue. After understanding, if they find that there is something that we don't agree to, we'll try to find out ways to mend it or amend it or bring in new aspects. So all this requires dialogue. All we are saying right now, and what Deputy CM was saying that time, is that there is another option. Let's explore it. Let us see if it could serve the purpose of having a restriction and to illegal immigration and having checking and mechanisms to look at all those aspects. So that's what really the intent was.
We have also seen the opposition leader, Mughal Sama. He has accused your government of failing to implement MRSSA, and he has also challenged the government to come up with a new law.
MRSSA is being implemented. And in fact, in many of the localities, we have put up the systems. There are, of course, challenges because there's infrastructures to be created, certain level of investments to be made, which we're doing in the different levels in different localities. And many of the localities, the MRSSA is being implemented. And most of the localities, in fact, have shown a very positive response and things are going quite well. So it's incorrect to say that MRSSA is not being implemented. So if you go and talk to localities, I'm not saying in all areas it is done, but in large numbers it is being done and it is being expanded. And the work is in progress because it's a long list of villages and localities. So therefore, obviously, it's not possible for us to implement it everywhere, but the process has started and it's
Umintri rangba ka jila ukongrat sangma hakasngi palay ulabatay ka jinglong jingman kabadang yacha khmat han North Eastern Hills University kum kabasngo si shibun da kabapen pau balakta jur yaki samla pulie bat kumju ru yaki nong tray jongkani ka jaka pulie haba jubab yaki jingkeli naki nong tho khubor umintri rangba ulaong bakani ka kam kalapoy sya ka jingdu nong kabapen long yaka jinglong jingman kaba man penbe ulabatay Bakanehu kadei ga jaka pulie jong ka sarkar pedeng kabalak hanglat yaki jingdon khti jong ka sarkar jala ngalaya kandu manla kapor hakikirdan bapher bat kitanat sarkar pedeng umintri ubadei ped bat kabor penya jong kanehu
to the ministry and to the minister himself and others and even to Nehu. But as you are all aware that Nehu is a body that's directly under the central government, so it's very kind of a touchy issue for us to directly get involved, and we can only play a role of mediation between the two, which is what we've been doing. But even while we mediate, when we give certain recommendations and suggestions, and we say, well, what if we do this, then we need the support from all sides to then move forward with that recommendation, suggestions. And sometimes, obviously, because of ground situation, those are not possible. And again, complications come up. So this is what we've been seeing in Nehu. So it becomes very complicated and difficult for us, being a central government institute, to directly get involved in this. So we are doing our best even as we speak today, I think the education minister is in talks with some of the officials from NEHU, trying to find a solution to this deadlock that we're having. So we are doing our best. We will do our best. We will try our best. We will be in touch without interfering with the functioning and the autonomy of NEHU, and without really affecting anybody. We are doing our best in the best possible way to see if there's a mediation that can be achieved, and the students, and especially the workers who are working there, the casual workers, hopefully will be able to do something to release their salaries. So it's something that's, as I said, beyond the jurisdiction of the state government, and our role is as a mediator, but we are not taking it lightly. We are doing our best to see, because at the end of the day, it is our people who are suffering, and we would like to see that we can be part of the solution.
Sir,
the Indian Coast Guard ki labat ya kaway ka jhaj video khabi anjong kari Pakistan Alma Dina kindai ngut kinong Pakistan ki don hapo jong ka India haka khatsaw tarik ukalaling kot ka project penhe ya ka jing yat ling sun jong ka Shillong Airport kadang yat bet haka linti ka bakan thop ya kinong shim benta ki babun ki jing menjur jong ki bor penyat bat ki jing ki bayadei bat ka jaka haba penpau ya kani Menteri rong ba ka jelau kongrat ki sangma hakas ngi thading uloong baya kamat balawan ra Dhaka Directorate General of Civil Aviation DGCA kabaya day khamtam bat ka jingsngan hak ki lingsun bat ka jingsngan jong kinong shongshnong hajan kakat lingsun kidang yat bet bat kan nom penslam ya kani ka project.
So the one ahead of the extension. Yeah,
so
for that one.
Yeah, the Deputy Commissioner has issued a letter
Yes,
to them
yes.
that they should vacate by tomorrow. But by today, they have already vacated the place.
Yeah.
So what is the latest status of this extension of the runway?
So basically, things are on track, number one. Again, a very complicated issue which required multiple levels of intervention and multiple stakeholders. So therefore, it was not as simple as one would expect it to be. But as I said, we are overcoming all the challenges. Things are on track. Small issues keep cropping up. We have issue of also another land issue that has come up again, which we are trying to resolve. I don't want to go too much into details, but that also is something that DGCA has flagged to us, and that involves again some land issues. And obviously, more importantly, the safety of the flight and safety of the people residing in that area. So we are working on that front also. So while that particular issue was not flagged to us earlier, it got flagged when DGCA got involved, and rightly so. And therefore, it again put up another challenge for us. We are now working on that part. But in the meantime, as I said, the expansion of the runway and the work that is to be allotted should not be delayed. We don't expect much delay anymore. Once that part is done, then the construction will start, and while the construction happens, we will be working towards resolving the other pending issues that are there, which I'm very, very sure and confident that we should be able to get to that conclusion. But as I said, I don't want to share with you right now, but it's to do with, again, land issues. But apart from that, we are on track. I don't expect to have much delay. We had a rough estimate that we were hoping that by February, March next 2027, we should be able to start the larger flights. We could see a few months up and down, which is okay. But I do expect that 2027, we should be able to complete and reach the target that we had planned. Again, as I said, this issue had come up. I hope that there's no further issues that come up later.
Kasorkar jala hakasngi palay kalakado ya ka jingberngam kabalami kubor balapan mi da kaseng HNLC kabala shakhang persha ya uba arden basay moy president jong ka Voice of People Party kum kakam kabakhya bat ulakren shay baka jing pintieng pinsmit ya unu ubriyo kalong kaba omla ban pediang klem da ken ya kakerdan. Menteri rangba kajela ukongrat sangma uloong baki jingberngam balapan mi sya unu ubriyo ya ubadei unong mi khamat balajit unong khayi ne uriyo padba kimla ban pediang bat om nom sha.
I think that threat taken given to anybody is something that is not acceptable by the government. And obviously, we work towards ensuring that the safety and security of all our people is there. As I said, it's not the question of whether a person is a elected member, a VIP, or a common man. For us, every single life and every citizen is important. So, obviously, from our side, we take every step to ensure that proper safety and security is given to all our people.
So will the government appeal to the HNLC to come back for peace talks?
We'll have to examine that aspect, because there are again plus minus the reasons why they had not wanted to continue in the past, and of course we have to get Government of India on board. So these kind of things are not like we can just start something today and stop tomorrow. There's a process, and there's so many stakeholders involved. There's a lot of machinery that's involved, a lot of preparations to be done, and hence we'll have to deeply consult with everybody. But as I said, for us, peace is important, and we would like to see that long-term peace is there in Meghalaya. And from my side, as a Chief Minister, whatever steps need to be taken, I'm ready to move forward in that. But we need the seriousness and cooperation and the commitment from everybody to make this happen, and to see that we reach to the right conclusion. I know it's not easy. I know there are many concerns that are there which need to be addressed, and that's why last time we tried, but we could not move forward in it. But at least I can say that we moved forward and we tried it. But given the chance, given the opportunity, if all stakeholders can align again, and we will examine. But I think it will be difficult for me to say anything of that right now, because we have not spoken about it.
But the HLC seems to be determined that the government should provide them.
Dagijing banyo ya kilenti rel kabadang yai beteng ban penya pher jingmut ka sarkar jila hakasngi palay kalaong baka jingya kren ka beteng da ka jingya kanan kande tangkalat banyo ya chakmat umentri rangba ka jila ukongrat sangma ulapan pau biang baka jingyeng jong u halor ka jing penya so rel kala nang yad bed Shisien bangila don ka jingya kren bat ka jingya rai ne kanu ka jingya te lang tang nang ta ngin la banya chakmat ulaong ulayat hu shushu baka sarkar kala pershang banthau ya karen san banya kren da ka bakhat ya ka jingya lang jong baro ki seng bhalang halor ka te kamat henry ki babuan ki seng bhalang kila kantan katu kat ni naki kila tho sha ka sarkar da ka baong bakin num shim benta ha ka jingya kren
committee means we had called a meeting, for an all-party meeting to discuss this matter. And of course, most of the parties didn't come to the meeting, and they just, in fact, some of them even wrote to us saying that we will not be part of this discussion. So that's where we stand. So we have to understand that whether we agree or we disagree, until unless we don't talk, we're not going to reach anywhere. So if you don't want to talk also, and then at the same time when we try to do something, and then you say that why are you doing it now, and why didn't you discuss with us, it's difficult to move forward. So we are very clear, we are going to move forward only when we are able to consult and get everybody on board, and we will not move forward with anything until unless there is some sort of consensus in this. And continuously we are trying to engage with everyone, and we will continue our engagement. We will continue to explain to people about the benefits of this, and we'll try to address the concerns that they may have, and see if we are able to come to a meeting point, following which we would be able to take it to Delhi.
What is the
Nakaliang jong ka Commissionerate of Food Safety Meghalaya kadang ab ya kakait point test na kimuna dokha balawan ra na Assam na kabenta banpet laki don ne em ki jingya pher ki ba palat ya uput balabu kani kalong hadien kakait point badang shen jong ka down to earth kabalapen pau ya ki jing don jing pher shngan hakinu ki jat dokha baladi hakiyo gohati ya kinuksa balalom hakiyo ki hat hakaleng ki district jong ka jilla lapha shaka jaka wat banya bat bishar banya ya ki jing bam jong ka Edward Food Research Analysis Center Limited Kolkata Deputy Commissioner Food Safety Enforcement DBS Mukhim laong bakam don daw bantieng patba hakani ka kerdan
Meghalaya has ordered for testing of fish. What else are you doing to cover this shortfall of fishes? Because now testing of fishes is going on, I think.
So, Meghalaya consumes roughly about 28,000 to about 30,000 metric tons. I think 30,000 metric tons of fish every year, plus minus. And before we had, I'm talking about like about 10 years back, our production was approximately 10,000 to 12,000 metric tons. Today, you'll be happy to know that our production has gone up to about 20,000 plus metric tons of fish we produce every year. We're still having shortage of about 10,000. So what we are doing is basically we are promoting, farmers to farm more fish and having different support structures, schemes. At the same time, there is a lot of programs like even aquaponics that we're trying to do in different locations. We're trying to create reservoirs where people can then, have farming taking place. Even private entrepreneurs, we are promoting them to do this in a large scale, like it's done in many of the larger states, because most of our fish farmers are actually small scale. Hence, the quantity that we require is not happening. So it's happening in small bits, but that requires, 20, 30, 50 large players to come in and have a very large commercial setup. So we are promoting that also. So we are trying to do that, and you're absolutely right. We hope that this would lead to self-sufficiency, number one, would lead to livelihood and income generation from our farmers, number two. And also, hopefully, once we cross the 30,000, 32,000 mark in terms of our production, then we will be able to also export it or rather give it to neighboring states also. So it's, and obviously, most important, the fish quality will be much better, will be healthier, and there'll be hopefully lesser contamination with the kind of things we have seen in the past. Even now, as I said, random checks by the the food safety officials does take place. It's not that it's just being left, but obviously, we cannot check every fish that comes in. So the random checks are taking place, and wherever we find any kind of normal numbers and figures coming out in terms of any kind of particular chemical or any unhealthy elements, then obviously we're taking action.
Sir, regarding this testing, so if you can tell us more about this, how?
So food safety officers, they do the testing, whether it's from the marketplace or whether it's from the suppliers. How it's done, of course, that is something that is more technical in nature. So I will not be able to explain that part. But again, as I said, I'll remember this.
Kajing ekran put hapreng ki Jilla Meghalaya bat Assam kabala sakut kanya kendu ya kajing penslam kabak hamjur namar kajing long jingman jong ka san perthei kabala don hari bamarjan.
Politically speaking, the current dispensation there and the government is not in the position to engage right now, because obviously they're busy with the election aspect. Once elections are over, then we will move forward again and continue the process. What questions?
So what steps will the government take to
Close the door. Huh? Some of them are trying to leave. We're not leaving.
Badagi tu ikbor nila poy siya kabakut ta hadubang inde siyambiang play shibun.
Apex News, India, Northeast.